series get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first down throw. Luck. Flush to his right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And some room to run now. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Off of play action. Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And out now Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's Luck now on second down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lock on third down. He's got him in. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Locke. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To the air again, Locke. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up a throw. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you got to get it back even with just one throw.
They get it to him running left. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll wind wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Locke. The open man is Shark. It's complete. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back to throw, Locke. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53.
Luck on 1st down. Shark's got it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, Luck. This one complete to Niles Paul. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Well, throwing again. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing again is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go, Mexico. Be right.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53.
On first down, Luck. Open man right side is Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Luck now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
6-2. Reggie.
From the gun, here's Luck. Being chased out left. And incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
59.
Now it's Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. This is Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Yeah, this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be fielded at the 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. A nice little juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Room to run inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards. So he nearly took it the distance.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Try to pound it in. Kamara breaks a tackle. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's Hill, complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's third and 16. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
Coming left is Kamara. Gets past one man. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They're still playing soccer. Not playing the wrong football.
They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
So let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now, Barney! Gun!
They'll drop the throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow... incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Shrugs him off. Powers through again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When you're down this close inside the 5, do you like putting the ball to the outside like that?
No, I like it inside. I want more quick hitters, straight-ahead type runs, maybe get off tackle, but I don't want to string it out and have a chance for him to run it down behind me.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll set up a throw. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now Luck. Sharp's got it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Pushing through tacklers at the... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints just continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Check fight 27. Check fight 27. Go ahead.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Luck. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the ground, this is Kamara across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
All right, here we go.
They run it again with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check, Patriot, Patriot. Gun.
Mike's 50.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They've gone final now in Charlotte, and it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
All right, here we go.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive.